this is Erin Simon. Thank you for joining us for Black and Fabulous in Mexico. Today, you guys are joining us for a Mezcal tasting at the Hacienda Purisima in Ixtlahuaca de Rayon. So a little bit of information about this place. Actor and comedian Mario Fortino Alfonso Cantinflas. That's what he's known as. He was a comedian in the 50s. He purchased this hacienda and it consists of 136 acres. It was bought by him in the 60s, and what he wanted to do was establish a ranch for breeding and fighting bulls. You saw the one on the wall just a few moments ago. The hacienda used to be visited once a month by Cantinflas. This changed when his health began to deteriorate. Cantinflas died in 1993, but the Parisima is in perfect condition, and I'm taking you guys all around it. It's been converted into a hotel, but this hotel also has a farm, barbecue area, kiosk, restaurant, large gardens, children's games, chapel, a bull ring, stables. It had a theater. I don't know if it still has the theater or not, but it definitely has the golf course, basketball court, volleyball court, tennis courts, swimming, and fountains. This is located right across the street from our property where we live in Ixtlahuaca de Rayon. And you guys are just going to join us today for a very fun mezcal tasting. That was a Cantinflas bust. Outside it's raining, but this is one of the outside restaurant dining area. As you can see, he is a lover of bullfighting, so you can see some of that artwork depicted on the walls. We're gonna go ahead and head back over to where the mezcal tasting event is happening, and stay tuned for more fun, you guys. So this is created by the artisans in Oaxaca, Mexico. This is hand-blown glass that they do obviously by hand. They're beautiful, they're colorful, and the mezcal tasting is really in order to showcase the beauty of the work of the artisans in Oaxaca. As you can see, this is a black clay cup, which is really difficult to do. Here you see this is just regular clay, but notice it looks like an actual human heart. So it's just to let you know that they put their heart into their work. This is an owl carved out of wood, so it's beautiful. These little clay heads are actually really interesting. The artist who does these clay heads is blind, and he does the clay heads from memory. He had lost his sight. He typically does the mold of himself and his wife, and he does it absolutely from memory. This is agave syrup. It tastes just like honey. It's a little bit more watery though. It's not as thick as honey is, but if you were doing a blind taste test, you would absolutely think you were drinking honey. So this is pre-Hispanic chocolate. What that means is before the Spaniards came, Mexico had chocolate, but it wasn't made with milk or sugar, so it's not very sweet. It's actually kind of bitter. And they didn't use it as a treat as much as they use it as a protein in order to give them a boost of energy during the day. I know that there's a part of Aztecan history that says that chocolate was like for the gods. It was for royalty, and it's because of its antioxidant and energy component. Now, for what we've been waiting for, the mezcal. So mezcal is made from agave. It is kind of like tequila, but very different. Tequila is made from one type of agave plant. Mezcal can be made from over 21 agave plants. So they got really creative. They wanted to have a nice different palette of flavor for the mezcals, and you're going to get to see us try some. There's a warning though. I want you to notice that the alcohol count is extremely high on mezcal. Some of these are as high as 70% alcohol. The ones we're tasting today are between 45 and 50% alcohol, so they're very strong. Okay, y'all, I'm about to do my first shot. It's called Espadín. It's 48.4% alcohol. It's very strong. It's overpowering. And it has like this little smoky wood taste to it. Y'all ready for this next shot? This next one is very sweet. It's called Madre Quiche. It's 45% alcohol, and I kind of really like the taste of it. This is absolutely my favorite one so far. Not as overpowering. It's a bit sweeter. So I thought it would be good to actually show you the bottles that we're tasting. This is Espadin. I really liked it. Again, this is 48.4% alcohol. It's not something you're just going to throw back and do shots and stuff like that. It's absolutely something that even in a shot glass, you have to really sip it and taste your time. Almost kiss it in a bit is what they were saying. It was very overpowering to me, and I didn't even finish my sample. So here is Madre Quishi. This was my favorite. It has a great sweet taste. It's 45% alcohol. It just had a great flavor to it. I ended up buying it at the end of the night because it was just that dope. It was also the only sample that I finished and then turned around and asked for another sample. All right, y'all. This was called Jabali. It means wild pork. It was very overpowering. It was 48.6% alcohol. Oh my God. When I drank that, my insides were on fire. I did finish the sample, but then when they gave me another sample, I turned around and gave it to Cash because he can handle these things a lot better than I can. That's Jabali there on the left. This is our fourth mezcal. It's called Tabala. It was very overpowering. It's 49% alcohol. I felt like I was drinking a very strong cleaning fluid. It almost had that Everclear-like taste. Simon liked it a lot better. So if you've ever been to any type of tasting, they give you these cool papers. And when they give you the shot, you write little descriptions about what you're drinking so you can keep track and the things that you liked about it or maybe the things you didn't like about it in order to just kind of keep organized and figure out what you would like to buy at the end of the night. Thank you so much for joining us for the mezcal tasting. Everybody was almost kind of sort of wasted toward the end of the night because we were doing more than one sample instead of just the one sample, but it was really fun and we hope to see you at our next event.